Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by in today's new GTA 5 online video. If you guys are grinding GTA and you want to learn some fast and easy ways to make some money and some farmable activities to make really good double money and double RP this week, well, you've come to the right place because we're going to be talking about one of the best solo friendly businesses in the entire game, that being the agency, because this week we have some double money opportunities, one of which has to do with the agency, and it is double money and double RP on all payphone hits. Normally these pay out $45,000. With double money, you're getting $90,000 for anywhere from, as low as 2.5 minutes of work all the way up to maybe 5, sometimes a little bit longer for an extremely long variant of a bad mission to be doing. None of these missions are technically bad to do, but there's just, there's always going to be ones that you can complete faster than the others. And so we're going to play through a few of those. But in addition to that, since these do have a cooldown on them, I'm going to show you guys some extra ways to make money in the meantime, so you're not just sitting there, sitting on your hands doing nothing, right? You could still be stacking cash in the meantime, even while the payphone hits are on cooldown. And of course, if you're looking just for some extra ways to make money outside of that, the Cayo Perico Survival is still paying out double money and double RP, or 4 times for GTA Plus this week. The Hot Ring races, these are paying out double money and double RP for the week. So if you're into doing some of the circuit races with the Hot Ring Everin or, anything like that, you can use a Hot Ring car, take place in Hot Ring races, and make double money and double RP. The Community Race series is also paying out double money and double RP, as well as the Cayo Perico, or excuse me, the Assault on Cayo Perico Adversary Mode. This has returned to the game, paying out double money and double RP. But is that really worth farming this week? Probably not. Definitely the thing you've come for is the payphone hits, and that's what we're going to be talking about. All right, so to start off the grind, of course, what we're gonna do is do a payphone hit. So what I'm gonna do is call up Franklin. I'm gonna get ready on my Oppressor Mark II. You can grind doing payphone hits however you want, using any sort of vehicle you want. But I think for the purposes of today's video, we're just gonna use the Oppressor Mark II. It's gonna make it easier. We'll be able to get more content done over time. And as soon as we get a mission prompt to show up on screen, I don't know why we just crazy wiped out like that right there. As soon as I pick up the phone and answer this call, that's when I'm going to start the timer. There's a few different payphone hits obviously in the game. There's a bunch of different variations of each individual type of payphone hit as well. Look at this. I am the absolute worst Oppressor Mark II user in the absolute world. Okay, so here we go. You come over. If you're doing a payphone hit for the first time, you can't skip the cutscene, but if you've already done it, then you can. So we have a 15-minute mission for this, and let's see, actually. Okay, so the target's here. Oh, he's driving around. We're probably gonna need to grab a truck and take this guy out, I would imagine. Since he's driving, you either need to use a truck and crash into him a bunch, or, okay, make it look like a drive-by. Okay, I see. So we need to use a Vagos lowrider, and the destination to get one of those vehicles is over here in a parking lot by the LS car meet, I believe. Somewhere over here. There's like a back alley or a back parking lot. It doesn't show up on the map right away, but if we hold this button, it's not letting me view the bonus. Either way, it should be, yep, here we go. Okay, so the vehicle I like to actually use is going to be that one right there. Some people take the Buccaneer. I don't very much so like it, to be honest. I like to use this one. If you're grinding this yourself, for example, right, you can see the location we're in right here. Train tracks are right here on the other side. Or, sorry, they're not train tracks. That's just the pathway leading up from the Ellis River. Either way, this vehicle I like. I feel like it's quicker, faster, can get around the map easier. And so we're just going to drive over there. Of course, all of these missions are going to pay you out $45,000 no matter what. Or excuse me, with single money, they pay you out $45,000. With double money, you're going to be making $90,000. You don't need to drag out the timer or do anything like that you would need to do with contact missions. With this specific mission, we just need to get all the way over to where the target is, take them out, leave the area, and we're going to get our payout. And then, of course, this mission is going to be on cooldown. We won't be able to do another payphone hit, but I'm going to show you something to do in the meantime as well when you're grinding these, and say, it goes along well with the agency. For players out there who commented on my weekly update guide, for example, they were like, well, is it worth getting the agency for this bonus? And honestly, like, if you're planning on playing the game a lot, this bonus will go a long way in helping you make your money back that you will have spent on the agency. But even if this bonus wasn't a thing, I would recommend players get the agency as a business anyway. That's definitely a top 3 solo-friendly business. There's tons of ways to make money with it, whether it's the wall safe that can pay you up to $20,000 per in-game day. Yeah, that takes a lot of security contracts to grind to get up to that point to get that wall safe money, but that is the potential, right? We're talking about potential here. Grinding things in the optimal way. We also have the security contracts, the payphone hits which we're doing, and then of course the Dr. Dre contract, which you make $1 million for the finale, but don't forget the $100,000 that you make while you do the setups as well. So yeah, this mission is very straightforward and simple. We just need to take this guy out and make it look like a Vagos lowrider drive-by. I think, honestly, even if we don't headshot this guy, I'm pretty sure that this car will just honestly blow up eventually, too. So if you're more comfortable doing that, you could absolutely do that. But probably just recommended maybe to get out in front, shoot out his tires. He'll crash a little bit. Oh my god, he almost took out that poor civilian. That would have been crazy. There we go. All right, so now we just want to leave the area. This has taken us 3 minutes. This was a 3-minute payphone hit, and as soon as we leave, you're gonna see the payout we're gonna get here in just a moment. Hopefully I can get away and you can actually see. Yep, there we go. 3 minutes, 1 second, $90,000. Isn't that awesome? That's good money right there. Now also, as you're playing the game, say if you get the payphone hit done and you want to call up Franklin to start another, all you need to do is call him up and highlight the menu, and you can see here it says request payphone hit in 9 minutes and 9 seconds because we have that 10-minute cooldown. If we register as a boss, we could do a security contract, and you can either be out and about and just request it right through there. But what I'm actually gonna do is just change into a new invite-only session. That way I can log on to my agency computer and choose the particular mission I want. Because what we're gonna do this whole entire week, or what a method I would recommend players use to make money, you can alternate a payphone hit with a Dr. Dre contract setup, or you know, the Oscar Guzman Flies Again setups, or a Cluck and Ball Farm Raid setup, or even Cayo Perico setup, right? But I like to honestly alternate payphone hits with security contracts because it's also some decent money right there. And honestly, we'll still probably have a little bit of time left on the cooldown, so you can get this done and then do, you know, export mixed goods or MC bike delivery, you name it, right? I just want to log onto the computer and see what contract mission, or excuse me, security contract mission that we have to do. Because if we have a specialist or a specialist plus, that's either going to be vehicle recovery or recover valuables, we might as well go for that. And so we do have a vehicle recovery. It's only paying $66,500. I mean, I guess that's pretty close to the max you get on specialist plus anyway. That's what we're gonna do. Hopefully we don't get the Boxville where we need to go up to the Humane Labs, because if you get that one, it kind of sucks. The mission's fun, but I'd recommend if you do that, you definitely take an Iron Mule up there. You should start the mission, leave your agency, get on the Iron Mule and fly it all the way out there and park it, and then do the mission, because if you just drive the Boxville back, that mission probably will take you about 7, 8, 9 minutes anyway, but the DH7 Iron Mule will save you a little bit of time. You can still get that mission done in about 6 minutes, which is better than taking 8, 9, 10 minutes, right? So as soon as we leave, we should be getting that call from Franklin, and we are going to Davis. Nice. So we don't have the armored, or excuse me, not the armored, but just the normal Boxville Humane Labs mission. We're going to Davis, which means we're either going to be stealing a Jester RR, a Comet S2, or I guess it's a Pegasi Ignis out of this vehicle warehouse. So I will see you guys over there. This mission is also really nice when you have an oppressor, because that gate doesn't like to open up, so it's good to just get in here with the oppressor. That way you can run through the door. I'm going to use the carbine rifle for this. Obviously, shotgun could be recommended, or realistically any of other of your preferred weapons, but I'm going to use the carbine rifle. That guy, the hit detection on that guy was like really bad for some reason. Okay, we are stealing the Jester RR. Look how much damage I'm taking too. Don't forget, on Specialist Plus, you are going to be taking lots of damage. So if you end up dying, don't feel like you're absolutely awful at the game. The amount of damage that these enemies do is kind of cracked. And of course, you know, they're just typical GTA aimbot NPCs. The enemy accuracy in a game like Red Dead Online is so much more realistic and more convincing as a game to play versus this, where it just seems like you either get mag dumped by every single bullet from an enemy and they don't miss, or they just spray and don't hit you one time. I'd much rather Red Dead, where like they're always shooting circles around you, but they end up hitting you a bunch, and so if you're not careful, you could get team shotted and die. But either way, you have to steal that car. I forgot to mention as well, you have this switch, so if you don't want the enemies to roll up on you while you're doing the switch and hitting it, you could just wait here for a moment, shoot the enemies, or hit the switch first after you just get the prompt that you discovered the location of the vehicle. Because these enemies will spawn, and if you're stuck in the animation of the like switch trying to get that garage door open, whether it's for this mission or even the one where you steal the bike out of the LSIA hangar, you will get shot and killed. Either on Specialist Plus for sure, or even Specialist difficulty it can happen. I don't think I've ever died while being stuck in that animation on Professional difficulty, just because the enemies aren't hitting that hard enough, but on a mission like this, yeah, you gotta watch out. So I take the enemies out. I just like shooting the enemies too in this game. It's just fun to get in gunfights. So we just gotta open the door and leave, get in this Jester RR. I love the style of this thing. I may need to customize my own Jester RR to look like this. But we've been on this mission for all of, you know, call it 2 minutes 15 seconds now, basically 2 minutes 30 seconds maybe, and we're already driving back to my agency. So we made $90,000 on the payphone hit in 3 minutes. Took a minute, call it, to change lobbies, start the next security contract, and we're gonna get this mission done as well in 3 minutes. 7 minutes, and I will have made basically $156,500 right there. That is not bad at all. Now, we have even more time to kill until our payphone hit goes off cooldown, so you can get done with, you know, anything else that you think you could do. You can even do like auto shop contract setups, because I know those have been paying out double money and double RP all month long if you're a GTA Plus member. Arguably, maybe you just want to farm that over payphone hits. Anyway, but yeah, we got that security contract done. We made our money. Probably what I'll do next, rather than do another mission, you know, we're trying to make this about the bonuses, right? Let's just jump into another payphone hit. All right, so I just requested another payphone hit. And by the way, this isn't the best example to show you because, as you can see, I already called it. But if you would like to stay in the city guaranteed for any payphone hit, here's a little trick. Go down to the docks, stand around here, call Franklin. You'll request a payphone hit, and you'll always get the payphone like right here on this building at the docks. And what this means is you will only get a payphone hit in the city. The mission will always take place in the city. Of course, I'm not showcasing that right now because I forgot to do it and I already called Franklin, but it's okay. It looks like we're getting another assassinate the target here in 15 minutes. I was hoping to show a different mission. This doesn't seem like it'll be a Vagos lowrider. This seems to be one of the golf ones, which means it's a CEO probably, or a judge. Let's see. Okay, so we need to basically collect the golfing equipment and then plant a remote bomb on the 6th hole to blow this person up. I've had this one fail before over really weird, annoying things, so hopefully that doesn't happen this time. But you can see, once you kind of load in, you can grab the golf backpack and gear, run out here just to look the part. Next, we're going to grab the satchel charges, which they said are stashed nearby. You'll see the backpack right here up against the tree, just hanging out. Collect the remote bomb right here. There's 2 missions. There's the 3rd hole and there's the 6th hole. Today, we're doing the 6th hole bomb mission. It's on the far right corner of the golf course, so we got to run all the way down here, basically, and we're going to look for this sign, actually. The 3rd hole, you'll see, it's actually basically, essentially, if I could kind of see it on the map, maybe it's like right around here. The 6th hole is going to be almost down here in this corner, so we have a little bit of a ways to run. You can see the sign. It says hole 7 right here. I guess this is the start of hole 7 or course 7, but we are going to be planting it right here if I can. Plant the remote bomb. There we go. This person's got to walk all the way over here, so we got to wait. Never mind. I guess you could just blow it up. Okay, you could just blow them up, and that's it. I guess I don't need to wait. They're just going to stand around anyway. And this one, you don't have a wanted level. You don't have helicopters chasing you. On the other variant of the mission, when you go over here to assassinate someone, you do get, like, some executive buzzard choppers chasing you, and it's kind of crazy. And here we go. I'm going to fly away on my magic broomstick. Hit complete. That took us 5 minutes, 20 seconds, yet again for another $90,000. Typically, as you can see, you get, essentially, most of your money is going to be coming from the bonus payout. So normally you make $30,000 on the bonus, $15,000 for the mission, where you total $45,000. Now both of those are doubled. You're making 30 plus 60 equals 90 in total. So it is very nice for 5 minutes spent right there. So for our last payphone hit today, I'll show you guys requesting it from here at the docks, and that way we can always get the payphone hit and the phone call that shows up at the docks as well. You probably don't need to be all the way back here. I just like to do it out of practice because I want to make sure that phone call always shows up here, so I don't want to be standing too close, because sometimes, even though it should just give you the closest payphone to you, I want to make sure that the game doesn't like force a new location, right? So I always hang over there. You have like, you know, 10 or 15 seconds before a payphone even gets called for you to do the mission, but I just like to do that because that way I can roll up on it and guarantee I'm always getting the docks location. So I think we have yet another of the same exact mission here. We're assassinating a target. We're not getting multiple targets that we have to take out like with the trolls assassination. It's always just kind of the same thing. We have 2 golf missions that I was hoping to get a little bit more entertaining ones. There's ones where, you know, you have to take out a construction worker or like a company owner of some construction company and like drop a metal pipe onto his head or blow up some gas tank as he's over there. Like, there's some cool missions. We have the most simple, basic ones for this video, but it nonetheless should introduce you to how this kind of works. And this one, just according to the phone call with Franklin, we need to go dress up as an actual golf player, hop in a golf cart, and then run her down with it. And that's how we get the bonus objective. So we're not, you know, detonating a bomb at the golf hole or anything like that. We are just basically gonna run someone over and kill them with a golf cart. But don't forget, we gotta look the part. We can't just roll up there ourselves. We need to actually put on our golf attire here. You know, because if I roll in with quad thermal lenses, combat helmet, combat pants, really beefy plate carrier and stuff like that, like, I'm gonna draw attention to myself, right? So we want to make sure that we look the part. You can view the bonus objective by holding right D-pad, collect the golfing equipment, and run over the target with a golf buggy. Just imagine if I didn't actually collect the golfing equipment and go to that spot on the map, then basically if I tried running her over, essentially I would fail the mission because I'm not dressed as a golfer. Where can I find a golf cart here, though? I could probably just take that one that's there. I might as well. I'm sure I could hijack this guy. Let's try it. She's gonna run away anyway. I need this golf cart. Sometimes they spawn right there. They should be spawning right there. I don't know. Oh, I'm getting lit up by these guys too. Hold on. Let me take some snacks. Run her over. I'm hoping that she'll die pretty fast. Typically, you need to bump into her a couple times. I mean, we're using a golf cart. We're not going that fast. But she should know her time is running out. Especially if she gets some distance from us, this could be good because that allows us to speed up some more. Oh my god. She's actually juking me right now. Hold on. I'm just going to wait right here. Get my distance. Get her on a predictable running path. Please don't run around that tree. If she, like, moves direction... Oof! Oh, man. And there we go. She's dead, ladies and gentlemen. Let's leave the area on the golf cart. Hee hee hee. I'm such an evil golf player, man. And there we go. I just want to get the payout. I don't know how far away we need to drive. There we go. Hit complete. That one was only 3 minutes right there. And again, 90,000 beautiful GTA Online dollars. You could do these missions with your eyes closed. We are going to be wrapping things up right here, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. Drop a like if you guys did go on to enjoy. Of course, subscribe to the channel, or feel free to subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and you want to see more GTA Online content like this. Of course, check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/hazardoushtv for more GTA Online money grinding live streams. The payphone hits are extremely good and extremely valuable to be doing this week, along with everything else, right? Like, I need to do my most wanted target today, so I should take care of that before I start at the next payphone hit. I need to do my daily activities. I can get done, you know, I could do one payphone hit, move to the stash house, then do a G's cash, do the Madrazo daily bounty, then it's time to do another payphone hit. Like, just check off on all my daily GTA Online objectives and play my normal grind, but just split it up, and every single 10 minutes do a payphone hit in between as well for that double money. So definitely get to grinding this week. That's always like I would say this is like the saving grace for the week. Otherwise, it would just basically be a repeat of last week and not that good. Have a fantastic day. Hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Adios, amigos.